Today we're going to look at ChatGPT Magic the Gathering stories. Now this is a format I've wanted to play around with for a very long time. These things are genius. You plug in, like, write a Magic the Gathering story where blank, and it will spit out something amazing. So I'm going to start the conversation off, or start the story time. Everyone get cuddly and cozy because we're going to listen to a lot of stories. Write a Magic the Gathering story where Dak Faden, you know, the thief of the multiverse, steals a porch package that turns out to be a glitter bomb. Alright, so Dak Faden was a skilled thief known throughout the plains of Magic the Gathering for his daring heists and clever tricks. He had heard rumors of a powerful artifact as the Porch Package, said to contain untold riches and magic beyond measure. Determined to add to his prize collection, Dak set out to find the Porch Package and steal it for himself. He traveled to the distant plain of Ravnica, where the package was said to be guarded by a powerful guild known as the Izzet. Sounds like a Niv Mizzet is big time trying to pull a prank on Dak Faden here. Okay, Dak was not one to back down from a challenge, and he carefully planned his heist. He disguised himself as a delivery man and approached the Izzet stronghold pretending to have a package for them. The guards, unsuspecting, let him in. Once inside, Dak quickly located the porch package and made his move. He snatched the package and ran, using his magic to evade the Izzet's pursuit. But as he made his escape, he heard a strange noise coming from the package. Curious, Dak opened the package to find a glitter bomb! The package was filled with a shower of sparkling glitter, which covered Dak from head to toe. He was momentarily taken aback, but soon realized this was the perfect cover to make his escape unnoticed. I don't know how he comes up with that conclusion. I mean, you're just covered in glitter over there. Dak laughed to himself as he made his way out of Ravnica, his glittery form drawing confused and amused glances from the locals. He had pulled off another successful heist and had a new story to tell at his next Thieves Guild meeting. But little did Dak know the Izzet were onto him. They had set a trap, knowing that he would come for the porch package. They had replaced the real artifact with a glitter bomb as a way to track him down and make him pay for his crimes. Dak's adventure was far from over, and he knew he had to keep one step ahead of the Izzet if he wanted to keep his treasure and his freedom. All right, you guys, so what... We went from cards to stories. I thought the wall of text was enough words. Well, these are stories. You know, you try to hear. There's a rising action. What's it called? There's like a beginning, rising action, a climax, and then there's an end. I know what he reading is a YouTuber WAP. All right. I mean, I'm open to hearing different stories if you guys have ideas for stories. I mean, you can play around with like anything with these. I've done things where, like, write a Magic the Gathering story where Jace, whoops, can I edit this? I want to do, okay, I'm gonna make a new one where write a Magic the Gathering story where Jace sells... What is he gonna sell? Does he sell anything? Hold on. I'll just say Jace sells chocolates to pay for his... Is he addicted to anything? To pay for his therapist. See what happens. You never know what's gonna happen. Jace sells the Mirari. I have no idea what that is. Oh yeah, the actual artifact. Make Jace sell Jaces. Oh my goodness. All right. Jace, a skilled planeswalker and master of the mind, had always struggled with his own inner demons. Despite his incredible magical abilities, he couldn't shake the feeling of emptiness and loneliness had plagued him for years. One day, while wandering through the city of Ravnica, Jace stumbled upon a chocolate shop. The sweet aroma of cocoa wafted through the air, and Jace couldn't resist the temptation to indulge in a few pieces of chocolate. He savored the delicious treats. An idea struck him. He realized he could use his skills to create the most delicious chocolates in all of Ravnica and sell them to pay for his therapy sessions. With that thought in mind, Jace set to work, using his magic to create the perfect recipe for chocolate. He experimented with different ingredients, trying different combinations, until he finally found a perfect balance of sweet and rich. With his recipe perfected, Jace set up a small stand in the marketplace where he sold his chocolates to the citizens of Ravnica. To his surprise, his chocolates were a huge hit, and he soon had a huge, loyal following of customers who couldn't get enough of his delicious creations. Thanks to the success of his chocolate business, Jace was able to afford the therapy he needed to address his inner demons. As he worked through his issues, he found that the act of creating something sweet and delicious brought him a sense of peace and fulfillment they had never known before. Jace continued to sell his chocolates, but now he did it not only to pay for his therapy, but to share the joy of happiness and creating something sweet he could bring to others. Chocolate and university are legal dope. Make Jace sell the Mirari for his college tuition. Alright, hold on. Okay, write Magic the Gathering story. I better copy and paste this. Where Jace sells the Mirari for his college tuition. I got that spelled right? The Mirari. Gotcha. Got it. Thank you very much, Liquid Soulfly. Can you make a cry? This thing can do anything. I promise you, this can actually literally do anything. Did we do this yet? Oh, here we go. Jace, a young and ambitious planeswalker, had always dreamed of attending the prestigious Tolarian Academy to hone his skills in the art of magic. However, the high tuition costs of the academy seemed like an impossible obstacle for Jace to overcome. Urza wants his money! That's exactly what's happening here. Even Urza is greedy over there. One day, while exploring the plains, Jace stumbled upon a powerful artifact known as the Mirari. The Mirari was a legendary and powerful artifact capable of granting immense magical power to whoever possessed it. Jace knew that the Mirari would fetch a high price if he sold it, and he realized this could be the solution to his financial troubles. Without hesitation, he made the difficult decision to sell the Mirari in order to pay for his college tuition. Jace traveled to the city of Mercadia, where he found a powerful and wealthy collector who was willing to pay a high price for the Mirari with the money he had earned from the sale. Jace was able to pay for his tuition and enroll in the Tolarian Academy. As Jace studied at the academy, he learned from the most powerful and wise planeswalkers in the multiverse. He studied under the tutelage of some of the most powerful wizards in the world. He learned powerful spells and incantations that would have been impossible for him to learn without the knowledge of the Tolarian Academy. Despite the sacrifices he had to make, Jace never regretted his decision to sell the Mirari. He knew that the knowledge and power he gained at the academy would be invaluable to him in his journey as a planeswalker. And the fact that he was able to pay for his tuition by his own means made him feel proud of himself. Years later, as a powerful and respected planeswalker, Jace often thought back on his decision to sell the Mirari. He knew that it had been the right choice, and that without it, he would never have been able to achieve his dreams. Yeah, we stream it now at 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. Welcome. Stories are hard. Okay, Liliana and Gideon settle down and have kids in an alternate multiverse. It doesn't even have to be an alternate multiverse. Okay, hold on. So we have... I'll leave your thing up as well. Write a story where Liliana and Gideon settle down and have kids. Okay, we'll have an even spicier one than that next time. Liliana and Gideon, two powerful planeswalkers, had been traveling the plains for many years, fighting in wars and battling other planeswalkers, but one day, they both realized they wanted something more in life. They wanted to settle down and have a family. They decided to find a plane that was peaceful and safe, where they could raise their children and in peace. After much searching, they found a plane called Zendikar, a world filled with beautiful landscapes, ancient ruins, and powerful magic. They built a home on the edge of a cliff overlooking the vast ocean. They spent their days exploring the plains and their evenings sitting by the fire, talking about their adventures. As the years passed, Liliana and Gideon had 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. They raised their children to be strong and independent, teaching them how to harness their magic and defend themselves against any threats that may come their way. The children grew up to be powerful planeswalkers in their own right, and they often accompanied their parents on their adventures. But no matter how far they traveled, Zendikar would always be their home, the place where they had settled down and started their family. As they sat together on the edge of the cliff watching the sun set over the ocean, Liliana and Gideon knew they had found peace and happiness they had been searching for. See, these are the ones okay, we'll go back to, I like this one. This one sounds great. See, this is the, I've done things like Liliana falls in love with Nico Bolas and all sorts of weird stuff. All right, Daniel with the super chat. Goblin gardener takes his produce to market. Oh, we gotta have this up. Goblin gardener takes his produce to market. Is it going to explode? Once upon a time, there was a goblin gardener named Grit who tended to his garden with great care and dedication. His garden was filled with all sorts of fruits and vegetables, and Grit was proud of the produce he grew. One day, Grit decided to take his produce to the local market to sell. He packed up his cart with all his finest fruits and vegetables and set off on his journey. When he arrived at the market, Grit was greeted by a bustling crowd of vendors and shoppers. He quickly set up his stall and began to display his wares. To his surprise, Grit found that his produce was in high demand. People were impressed by the quality and variety of his fruits and vegetables, and Grit was able to sell everything he had brought to market. Feeling proud and satisfied, Grit returned home with a heavy coin purse and a heart full of contentment. From then on, Grit became a regular at the market, and his goblin-growing produce became a staple of the local community. Grit's goblin-grown produce was the best in the land, and his reputation as a skilled gardener spread far and wide. Grit was happy to share his knowledge with other goblins, and even help many to start their own gardens. And in this way, Grit's legacy lived on long after he retired from gardening. Okay, I love this one. Write a story where Urza campaigns for presidency. This is going to be great. Where Urza campaigns for presidency. Oh god, what is this going to create? Alright, once upon a time in the Plain of Dominaria, there was a powerful planeswalker named Urza. He had long been known for his incredible knowledge of artifacts and his ability to harness their power for the good of all. As the people of Dominaria faced a time of great turmoil and uncertainty, Urza decided to use his knowledge and abilities to help the people in a new way by running for the presidency of the ruling council. Urza campaigned tirelessly, traveling from town to town and speaking to the people about his vision for a brighter future for Dominaria. He promised to use his knowledge of artifacts to create new technologies that would improve the lives of all, and work tirelessly to defend the plane from the ever-present threat of invasion by other planeswalkers. The people of Dominaria were initially skeptical of Urza's candidacy, as they had never before considered a planeswalker for their presidency. But as they saw the passion and dedication that Urza brought to his campaign, they began to believe in him and his vision. In the end, Urza's campaign was a success, and he was elected as the new president of the ruling council with his powerful artifacts at his side. Urza set out to make his vision for Dominaria a reality. The plane prospered as never before. But Urza's campaign for presidency was not without its challenges. His opponents and the council members who were in power for a long time tried their best to stop him from winning the campaign. They used various dirty tricks, including spreading false rumors about Urza's past. But Urza was determined to come out victorious. He used his knowledge of artifacts to counter their every move. In the end, Urza's leadership and knowledge of artifacts helped bring peace and prosperity to Dominaria. His legacy lived on for generations. Is this just fan fiction reading time? This is beyond fan fiction. This is, I guess it's like fan fiction, but created by AI. You guys not know what ChatGPT is? It's not bad, to be honest. Shows those old English language and writing degrees are worth a little less now. Well, maybe. Who knows what's going to happen? Toilet Duck was like, I'm not sure what I expected. All right, do you know what to expect, though? Sponsors like FusionGamingOnline.com. You want to get your Dominaria remastered? Alternate art cards? You looking at spend some money on Magic? Well, when you consider spending at FusionGamingOnline.com. Deal of the week this week. Speaking of Ravnica stories, save 15% off all Guilds of Ravnica block singles at FusionGamingOnline.com. Don't forget to stack those discounts, though, with coupon code Nikachu for 5% off all your purchases. And if you want to play on Magic the Gathering Online, don't forget to use Mana Traders, the premier place for renting Magic cards online. You can play more decks. You stuck to one deck, you want to play more than one, then you go rent cards with Mana Traders. You play one deck, you get bored of it, you send it back and you rent a new one. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or use coupon code Nikachu_P9 to the S for 10% off your first 2 months. All right, now back to crazy, wild Magic the Gathering stories. The P9 to the S. Wouldn't want someone to type it wrong or say it too quickly. I think I had some shows where I said it too quickly and, you know, YouTube thought I was saying something else. Okay, hold on. I want, let's do one where, Liliana falls in love with Nicol Bolas, but, Nicol Bolas loves Chandra. What's gonna happen here? Once upon a time in the magical realm of the multiverse, there was a powerful and alluring planeswalker named Liliana. Very alluring, even by today's standards. She was the master of the dark arts and had a reputation for being the most feared and respected sorceress in the land. Despite her fearsome reputation, Liliana was not immune to the pull of love. She found herself drawn to another powerful planeswalker, Nicol Bolas, who was known for his immense intellect and manipulation of the arcane. Liliana believed that with him by her side, they could conquer the multiverse and rule it together. However, her feelings were not reciprocated. Nicol Bolas had his sights set on another planeswalker, the fiery and impulsive Chandra. He was enamored by her passion and drive and saw in her a worthy partner in his quest for power. Liliana's heart was broken, but she refused to let her emotions get the better of her. She knew that in order to win Nicol Bolas' love, she would have to prove herself to be a worthy match for him. She set out on a mission to gain more power and control over the multiverse and soon became the most powerful planeswalker of all time. Despite her power, however, Nicol Bolas remained unresponsive to her advances. He was too caught up in his desire for Chandra and could not see the worth of Liliana. Liliana was left alone with a broken heart and burning desire for revenge. She decided to focus all her power and magic on destroying Nicol Bolas and Chandra, and swore to one day make them pay for the pain that they had caused her. The story ends with Liliana's ultimate defeat, though. But her ambition and determination lives on as a warning to other planeswalkers to be careful who they trust and love. Abzo, Vraska starts a makeup tutorial channel? Oh, God. Okay, we have to do that one later. Karn reveals his new invention, the Cybertruck. I wish I could... I don't know. I had... The last time I was using these, they could limit the characters, so I didn't make the stories too long. Where Vraska starts a make-up tutorial YouTube channel. A very respectable thing to do in the multiverse. Okay, once upon a time in the magical realm of the multiverse, there was a powerful and deadly planeswalker named Vraska. She was a skilled assassin and had a reputation for being one of the most feared and respected warriors in the land. Despite her fearsome reputation, Vraska had a secret passion. She loved makeup and beauty and spent her free time experimenting with different looks and techniques. Gotta make those snakes look really good. One day, Vraska decided to share her love for makeup with the world by starting a YouTube channel. She called it Vraska's Beauty Tutorials. Oh god, it's a very, very dry name. And began posting videos on how to create different makeup looks from bold and dramatic to natural and everyday. To her surprise, her channel quickly gained a large following. People were fascinated by the idea of a powerful and deadly planeswalker also having a passion for beauty. They loved her easy-to-follow tutorials and her unique sense of style. As her channel grew, Vraska began to branch out and try new things. She started doing her hair tutorials and even began experimenting with different forms of beauty and self-expression, such as skincare, nails, and body art. Vraska's channel quickly became one of the most popular on the platform, and she became an internet sensation. She even started receiving sponsorships and collaborations from major beauty brands. As her fame grew, Vraska realized that her love for makeup had brought her a newfound sense of confidence and self-expression. She felt more comfortable in her own skin and was proud to show off her true self to the world. The story ends with Vraska's channel continuing to grow and her becoming a successful beauty influencer with a huge fan base, and also known as one of the most powerful planeswalkers in the multiverse, proving that you can have multiple talents and passions in life. Okay, where's this Karn reveals his new invention, the Cybertruck? Where Karn reveals his new invention. The Cybertruck. Go -3, create Cybertruck. I wonder if it's gonna mix in like, what's it called? Elon Musk somewhere in the story. Okay, once upon a time in the magical realm of the multiverse, there was a powerful and ancient planeswalker named Karn. He was known for his vast knowledge and his ability to create incredible machines and constructs. For eons, Karn had been working on a secret project, something that he believed would change the multiverse forever. Finally, that day had come for him to reveal the invention to the world. With great fanfare, he unveiled the Cybertruck, a massive armored vehicle that, combined with the power of magic and technology, the Cybertruck was unlike anything anyone had ever seen before. It was a fusion of metal and magic capable of traveling through the multiverse with ease and carrying an entire army in it. The other planeswalkers were amazed by the Cybertruck's capabilities. They marveled at its speed, its strength, and advanced technology. Some even began to speculate that it could be used to conquer entire planes and reshape the multiverse. Karn, however, had different plans. He had created the Cybertruck as a tool for exploration and discovery, not for war and conquest. He believed that with the Cybertruck, planeswalkers could safely explore the multiverse and discover new planes and new possibilities. The Cybertruck quickly became the talk of the multiverse. Planeswalkers from all over flocked to see it and even ride in it, eager to experience the thrill of traveling through the planes in such a powerful and advanced machine. The Cybertruck traveled to different planes. The people of those planes were fascinated by the invention. Some were in awe, others were afraid, but curious, and it was something they had never seen before. The story ends with the Cybertruck continuing to explore the multiverse. Blah, 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 blah. And Karn, considered a genius and visionary among his peers, continues to innovate and create new technologies to aid the exploration of the multiverse. All right, we got Josh here with the super chat. How Tuk Tuk the Explorer became a goblin golem. Where, or on how, oops, Tuk Tuk, I'm assuming you love Tuk Tuk. Tuk Tuk the Explorer became a goblin golem. Is he a goblin golem? I don't know anything about Tuk Tuk. Elon's Karn -9. Destroy all accounts on... True story. Alright, what do we have here? Okay, once upon a time in the magical realm of the multiverse, there was a curious and adventurous goblin named Tuk Tuk. He was known for his love of exploration and his insatiable desire to discover new places and things. Tuk Tuk spent his day traveling to different planes, seeking out new and exciting places to explore. He was not content with... Oh god, it's stuck. Are you stuck? Oscar the Grouch ignites his planeswalker spark. Okay, we'll do this one afterwards. It's gonna get the super chat. I don't... What's going on here? Network error. Okay, hold on. How Tuk the Explorer. Everyone's using Chat GPT to cheat on their next university exam or something. Became a goblin golem. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. Can't rely on Chat GPT. They might release the EMP. It's possible. Do they just not have enough information on Tuk Tuk the Explorer? Scrounging the internet for as much as they can. At the end, you should ask what the theme of your next stream should be. Some people already have suggestions. I usually just do... That model is currently overloaded with other requests. You can retry your request or contact us. Okay, sorry, this one didn't, this one's not working out for some reason. Sorry about that, Josh. Thanks for the super chat anyway. Okay, I like this one, though. Where's the Oscar the Grouch ignites his Planeswalker spark? Where Oscar the Grouch ignites his Planeswalker spark. Oops, ignites. What the hell is going to come up about this? Okay, Oscar the Grouch had always been a grump. He lived in his trash can on Sesame Street, never bothered to leave and always complaining about other residents. But little did anyone know Oscar had a hidden talent. He was he was a planeswalker. One day, while sulking in his trash can, Oscar visited by a strange being who called him a spark mage. The spark mage told Oscar that he had the potential to become a powerful planeswalker, and all he needed to do was ignite his spark. At first, Oscar was skeptical. He couldn't imagine himself as a planeswalker, let alone a powerful one. But the Spark Mage insisted, and eventually Oscar agreed to give it a try. The Spark Mage led Oscar to a nearby park where a group of other planeswalkers had gathered to watch the ignition. It's like watching a rocket go off. As Oscar focused on his inner magic, he felt a surge of power within him. Suddenly, the ground beneath him began to shake, and a bright light engulfed him. When the light faded, Oscar was no longer standing on Sesame Street. He was in a strange new plane filled with colorful creatures and ancient ruins. He had ignited his spark and became a planeswalker. For the first time in his life, Oscar felt truly alive. He explored the plane, meeting new creatures and discovering new magic. He even found a group of planeswalkers who accepted him as one of their own. Oscar was still grumpy, but now he had a purpose in life. He was a planeswalker, and he was determined to explore every plane and discover all the magic the multiverse had to offer. What was Oscar? I don't know. What color combination complains a lot? He was probably Golgari, because he's in the garbage all the time. Okay, let's look at some of these. Spark Mage equals Jace, probably. How YouTuber Nikachu becomes a planeswalker. I see it writing the plot for the universe beyond, of course. How Tasker accidentally became a weeb. I like this one. This is creative. On how Tasker accidentally became a weeb. Alright. Time for... Too many requests in 1 hour. Try again. Oh no! I gotta pay for this or something? Oh, I didn't anticipate this in part of the show. Well, what is that gonna be? A short show? Is this gonna be like just a 30-minute show? Sorry, everybody. I think that's gonna be the end of it. I screwed this up. I didn't know I would be... Okay, hold on. Do I have anything in the past that I could show? Ugh, I don't have much. I should have set up a bunch of them so that we could watch and then or read. Yeah, now we learn. Now we do nothing. Too much data overages. Well, this is like super hot right now. These stories are a smidge long, but overall, if you get creative enough with the story that you force it to make, it can make an insane story. Like, you can make it really detailed. You know, like Liliana has children with Jace, but turns out that Gideon's the father and stuff like that. Can you copy and paste from chat? Or you have to. I have to type everything. The format that I have here is just. I use something called StreamYard, and I can't copy and paste I can't copy and paste. I can't click links. I can't do anything. Okay, I guess it's gonna be a short Coffee and MTG today. I didn't realize I would be screwed on the number of requests. We can always just pull around with Urza's AI if we've got nothing else to do. Whatever. Well, we'll see what happens with this thing. I personally enjoy these AI-generated stories, but I don't know if everyone else enjoys them. I hope you enjoyed it, though. For everyone that showed up and stuck around for the 30 minutes that we were here. New mini-topic? Well, I was trying to experiment with a new mini-topic. StreamYard is great. This is how we can see all your comments here. You want gameplay? We're not doing gameplay in the morning. Okay, anyway, I guess that's gonna be it for Coffee and MTG today. The topic was short-lived because ChatGPT is short on how many times that I can make a request within an hour. So, but I appreciate you guys showing up. As usual, we do this now 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time. This is the new time for 2023. So, you know, be there or be square. Thanks everyone for your super chats, everyone for contributing by being a supporter of the channel, being a member on Patreon. Thank you very much. But most importantly, thank you guys for being here. I really enjoy it. Spending every morning with all of you. I hope you do the same. So, as usual, keep brewing up those coffees, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.